What is up? It's your boy the Knologist, and we're going to be doing push notifications setup using beams. So if you saw my last video, I did push notifications using OneSignal and Firebase. This time we're going to be using beams and Firebase for Android. So basically, if you're using Android or anything that's not iOS related, you're going to have to use Firebase. Apple has its own cloud service called Apple Push Notifications, APNS. Android uses FCM, which is Firebase Cloud Messaging. So without further ado, let's get this ready. So back to Cordova, I deleted my Android file and I just ran Cordova platform add Android. So this adds a fresh Android project. So now I could start again. Don't need to do anything right now with that. So right now, the first things first is you need to have an Android app, which is what we already have. Then we go to push your beams. So all you have to do is create an instance. I created the Knologist. Go to their get started page. See, it's the same thing. So now you need a Firebase service. So Google Firebase, learn how to get this file here. So basically click that, open Firebase console, add an app, Android, same thing, add your instance, which is the package name. Then you need the Google services.plist, and then you need the generate private key. So it's all the same steps as if you were to use OneSignal. You just need to follow them the exact same way. So let's go to Firebase. Let's go in here, get started, create a Firebase project, the Knologist. Turn this off because we're testing. Turn this off. We don't really need that. A lot of the AI tools are overrated. You don't need them. You just need a functional app and then an idea of what you're trying to do. Like the AI stuff is more of a luxury that you may not even use. Like a lot of the times with Gemini, it doesn't really solve the issues that I've been struggling with. I'll usually have to go on Stack Overflow or research. So this is the reality of mobile development. You just got to be patient. So now we go here, click Android. So this is where you'll actually have to open the app. Just go to projects, open, training, Kane test app, node modules, platforms. Open that, Android, open the Android project. None of that really matters. Like what really matters is the package name. You want to make sure you get the package name correct because you're linking to this package name. And then the Google services file is what allows you to use services on that package. So let's go to OneSignal Cordova. It should be LOIO Cordova. Double click. This package name is what we put in here. Control C, Android package name. LOIO Cordova, register the app. Nice and simple. This is the nice thing about Android versus Apple. It's very, very straightforward if you follow all the steps properly. And if, like you watched in the last video, there are steps you can skip. So let's download the Google services.json file. Minimize it slightly, open the Android project, and then drag this Google services file to the app folder. Refactor. So now when we go back, as we saw in the last video, if you look inside the Android folder, you should see the Google services.json file. Where is it? Google services. Oh, it should be in the app folder. Yep, Google services.json. So now we are good to go. So we can go back to the app page. Just make sure it's all there. Next. Same thing. So now we go to Groovy. in the project build level, Gradle. All this stuff should already be in there. The Firebase bomb thing you don't really need, so you can skip that. Actually, wait, you might need to add the plugins section. So you go here, go to the project level file, Gradle project level. As you can see, since we used Firebase in the last video and we used the same thing, it should be the exact same. So all you have to do is go up here, look here, project level Gradle, and make sure in the build Gradle file that you just go plugins. Here we go, paste, save. So once you're done that, you should be pretty much done. Then you go to the module app level Gradle. This should already have that file line. So if I go to the very bottom of the file, apply plugin Google CMS services, and then Google CMS services, Google CMS services, done. This Firebase bomb, do not add that. Like we said last time in the other video with one signal, this Firebase bomb is only there if you don't know what versions and what different libraries you're using. If you're only using 2 libraries, just add the libraries. Don't add this line because it will throw errors and you will be stuck for hours. Okay, next. There we go, we created the project. Next step is go back to Beams. We need to get the private key. So we go to Firebase, settings, project settings, service accounts, Java, all this. You don't need anything in here. You just need to click generate new private key, generate the key. Now we have the key. So we go to this, choose a file. Today at 1:09 p.m. So this is the Knologist Firebase file. This is what links to your Firebase account and your OneSignal account using the private key, saying, hey, it's me, let me in. Okay, cool, Firebase successfully added. Now we need Google services.json. We already dragged that to the app level folder. We can see here, so that's done. Build Gradle. So this gives you similar instructions to Firebase. This is where you have to be very careful because you don't want duplicate permissions. And that's why you don't add the Firebase bomb. So what you want to do is go to dependencies. First we'll go to Android app level. So we'll go to the project level, build Gradle, dependencies, so class path this, build script. So you want to go to project level Gradle, build script, class path, dependencies, and then you want to add this line. Save. Cool. Now you go to the app level Gradle, you take these 2 lines. You might have a duplicate from Firebase, but we'll see. Go to dependencies. This is already here, the apply plugin, so you don't have to do anything here. It's going to say add it to the end, but you already have it in Firebase from these instructions. So don't touch it. Don't add this line, just go to these and add the dependencies. So go to the app level Gradle, set in dependencies, look for dependencies. Okay, cool, implementation, constraints, if. So find out where this is, and then what you want to do is, we can take out OneSignal because we're not using it. Paste these here. So Google Pusher, push notifications, implementation. There we go. Save that. So now we have access to Firebase messaging and push notifications on Android. Next thing we're going to do is sync now, check our docs. Class.cms. Okay, cool. We did that. Update this Gradle. So basically, you just paste the lines like we did. Sync now button. So now you can sync your Gradle files. Anytime you make a Gradle update, you have to sync those files. There's an error coming from this file, so I'm just going to take it. You can paste this in ChatGPT. Check this Gradle for my project level. Sure, paste the Gradle. Cool. Paste it. Paste it. Okay, cool. Mostly correct. Couple of errors. Google services.json. Dependencies, you've added plugins. Okay, so there's some sort of duplicate here. Where is that? Okay, so I added class path here. So this is from Firebase, these instructions. So what I could do is just get rid of this plugin. Save. That should be good. Now if I go sync my Gradles, anytime you make a change to the Gradle, you have to sync it. Just make sure you do that. There we go. This is from the one signal stuff from the last video. We're just cleaning things up. They do conflict because they both have to access permissions. So that's why you don't want to have one signal or beams. You use either or and pick the one that's the most applicable to your service or product or whatever. It's really good having ChatGPT for this. Should all be good now. It's not too crazy for Android. It's very, very detailed for iOS. I could do a breakdown of that depending on the feedback I get here, but we will see. We'll open the Android emulator in the meanwhile. The next thing we're going to do is go back to the instructions. The one thing I don't like about pusher beams is it redirects you from this page. I would rather go to another page and open it that way, but I digress. So now we want to go to, in order to this, cool, import push notifications. In any activity or valid context. Okay, so all you have to do is go to the main activity folder of your Android. It's a bit different from OneSignal. It's a bit more invasive, so you actually have to go to the project folder and add this import. So if you open the imports, you get Apache Cordova, all this stuff. Clear all. App info, we're going to have to uninstall the OneSignal app because we're going to have to reinstall it. And then we'll reinstall with permissions so that way we don't have to manually edit these. Other thing is, here's the IO, import push notifications.com pusher. And then what you want to do next is go into this file here. So super public on void create. On create is where the app gets created, bundle. So right after your on create saved instance, which activates, basically builds your project, this is where you want to add, enable Cordova to get started in the background, cool. So in the same file is the following code. This is where you want your push notifications to be active. So Cordova is going to be running. Paste these two lines here. So now this makes use of that push notifications package, and then it gives you a device interest hello. So it tells you what category am I sending these devices to. So anyone with this hello interest gets contacted, and then it has the instance ID. This is the instance that we're using to message. So now we have to run that code. So what we will do is we ran the build Gradle file. Now we have changes in the app. So now we have to actually run the app. So we're going to go build. Terminal. we'll just keep one. I clicked it twice. Should get a successful call when it's done building. So now it basically says, hey, hey Beams, I have this instance, I have my category added, I have the Firebase Google Services file in there, and I have everything else. And then what's next is, okay, one signal. Delete all this one signal code. So here's a quick fix for this. If you have another app on here, what you could do is remove all instances of one signal from my app. Okay, so you just go to project level Gradle. One signal, cool, app level Gradle. One signal, oh, that's gone. Okay, cool. Next thing you do is app level Gradle, remove implementation. Then go to your main activity, Java. One sig. That's all gone. So where was I deleting all this? Oh, one signal observer controller. Okay, so you could just delete that whole thing. Delete. There we go. That should be very simple. Main activity.java. All this is done. It all looks clean. So now I can run build Gradle again. Once you've confirmed everything's clean and you got all your properties, all that stuff's ready, you could just run your build Gradle. So there should be no conflicts now. Now we could build the app. Should be no conflicts because one signal is fully removed. Cool. It's nice and fast. Build analyzer. And then once we run the app, it should now register. So right now it's pinging. It's looking for registry to the app. So we will run it. And there should be a pop-up that comes here when you successfully installed your app with Pusher Beams. So right when this app opens, we should see some sort of connection to this. Unless we need to add permissions. So let me see if you guys could see this. So let's see. Right now, if we have our app open, right when we run this, we should also be seeing a success case for this Pusher Beams waiting for device, which is not happening, but let's see. Let's open the app. It's because there's no permissions too for this. Cordova keeps stopping, close app. Let's try again. Sometimes we have to try multiple times. So app info, uninstall. So I hooked up the private key. We have our Google services file. We've added, let me just show you guys for demonstration. So we've added the push notifications package, push notifications context and instance ID. Let's go back and figure out what is going on. So Google services is added, cool. Check our docs, synchronize the Gradle files, okay. So let's look at this, because there's always errors and shit with this. Okay, so import push notifications, import your pusher ID, which is what we already have. Hello, that's a device interest, publish notifications, okay. I'm more concerned about the integration. Android SDK, Firebase messaging, cool. That should technically be everything. And then this is just the push notification that you can send from terminal to activate it. By this, we should be in the clear. So what I'll do again is I'll just run it. So I'll build Gradle. Duplicate roots detected. I just want to make sure there's no, I already uninstalled it, so that should be fine. Once I get a build successful here, I'm going to build the app. And then once you run the app, it should run. The only thing I can think of now is if the manifest file needs extra permissions. But we will wait to see if that's the case. Okay, so build analyzer results available. Build successful. Run the app. Yeah, installed. Now it opens on its own. Something is closing it. Device interest, hello. Cordova keeps stopping, close app. Okay, so there's something with the permissions that's causing this thing to close. So that's another issue here. Let's go to the manifest file. What's going on here? APK Android, large screens, true. I've come across this before with beams. It's not, it's most likely a package issue. Service account file required. It's this. Google services file is required. I have that in my app of Android. So that file has access to everything. The other thing is now Android public, okay, cool. Build script 14, 2120. Let's go to the app Gradle. So it's something to do with the Gradles that's causing it to fail. Let's just go directly to where the packages are. Usually if there's Firebase bomb, something's wrong. This is the app level Gradle. So with this app level Gradle, let's see, dependencies, class, GMS, Google services, plugins. There we go, build script dependencies. I don't see the these packages, unless it's somewhere else and I'm missing it. go Control F, beams. This is build Gradle at the app level, build Gradle, and then this is at the project level, build Gradle. It's probably missing these dependencies here. Google Firebase pusher. This is the app level, build Gradle. Oh, unless I put it in modules. Did I put it in modules? I think that's where the issue is. Yeah, Android X WebKit. No. Cordova. Oh, it's not even there. So this is probably the reason. Okay, so let's uninstall this. I swear I put it there, but maybe when I was cleaning things up, it got removed. All you could do too is once you go to the module app, go to the module app, go to the build Gradle. Implementation. Okay, so it looks like it's there. 21.19 Firebase messaging. 21.19. Add this to the end. Apply plugin. Apply plugin. So it's basically saying if you're using Google services enabled, apply the plugin google.com.services. That's already doing that. Azure project Google services 4.8. So build script. I think we can skip the class path. So what I'll do here is this. Add the plugins back and then remove the class path Google services. That should be okay. Uninstalled Cordova app. Okay. Next thing we'll do is sync the files again. Because anytime you make changes, you want to sync the files. Go to ChatGPT. This is throwing an error. Paste. We have to remove the Cordova One Signal plugin. Copy. There we go. Remove the One Signal plugin. Uninstalling error. Okay, cool. Perfect. It's all good. Once all is done, run this. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's correctly defined is what it's saying. If we go to the app level folder, let's go to the build Gradle app. Copy. Paste. I'm using beams. Okay, so it still relies on things, so we can remove that line then. So wherever the Firebase messaging item is, we can delete this. I think that could also be causing the issue. So anything you don't need, pretty much remove, because it's all using Firebase under the hood, and you're already linking Firebase with your Google Services file. So let's try that. This is at the app level, so we probably don't need this as well. Let's try saving that. Let's try syncing this. You have to use a little bit of experimentation with this. Okay, so now we can build it. So this thing is continually pinging in the back to see whether it's successful. The second I see success, I know we're done. Okay, this one signal thing is causing a bunch of errors for me. So we delete all that. Where is that coming from? There we go. I think a lot of these errors are coming from the one signal existing stuff. So we just have to rebuild again. Rebuild again. This time there should be no one signal remnants. Okay, so now this is all good. And now we can run the app. So if everything should be working, this will register automatically on screen here. Install successfully. Something's crashing, so it's most likely some sort of dependency in the Gradle, but we will see. Cordova keeps stopping. It's something to do with one signal, I think. Most likely, because I have all the packages here. We'll see if we can fix it, because this is actually a pretty realistic scenario. A lot of this shit happens often. So let's try and get around it. Okay, cool. Let's go app, crash, start. Uninstall, reinstall the app too. Okay, so that could also even be the device causing it. So app info, one of the things you want to do is uninstall. And then close the actual emulator, which could be causing issues as well. So look for it to be gone, shut it down, and then rebuild the Gradle, rebuild the app, run it again. And then if that doesn't work, then we check our bundles and packages. In the meanwhile, I'm going to check this. Clean. Let's go to Android manifest. Go there, take that, paste that in. Fully clean, no one signal. What is missing, but fine. Push your auto registers Firebase internally. If you don't have any Firebase specific in the manifest, that's fine. 100% clear of one signal now. Okay, cool. Run the emulator. This should open the emulator. There's so many like mini errors with mobile, you just have to be patient and solve. But with ChatGPT, the good thing is you could just check. Let's go to the docs also in the meanwhile. Configure. FCM. So you go here, 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 all the way down to the next. Okay, cool. This project file, synchronize the Gradle, that's good. Initialize beams, hello. And then let's go to Android specific. Just want to see if there's anything I missed here. Should be okay. Should be okay for the most part. Guides, incoming notifications, publishing to devices, publishing to specific user. This should be able to link it now. Instance ID, we already have that. Import this package. Okay, cool. So now we have this build Gradle. Build. How much time are we in? 37 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Run the app. So let's see, the stuff's all running again. Technically, if there's no errors, it should be good. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Which I don't think I have anything missing here. Oh, syntax error. Unexpected token. So it's probably trying to read a token somewhere here. That kind of clears it up for me. So just paste all the main files in here. Android manifest, just make sure there's no errors. Hello Cordova, repositories. I might need a Beams plugin install, so that's another thing. Firebase messaging. Cordova plugin, Firebase messaging. Let's install that. I believe this is a missing plugin. Oh, let's go here, delete that. Let's run that. Make sure we have everything installing. Then we run this. Where's the emulator? Then we go back to register. Sometimes all you need is a package or some sort of install. Okay, cool. Once that's all done, we build. It's still looking for this device, so just gotta be patient. That little bell and whistle sound is the sound of success. You should actually want that to occur. Okay, so now we got everything built, everything looks successful. We can run the app. Successful install. If this is all good, this should come up as successful. Unless any permissions in the manifest file too. This is the thing with Beams, it's very invasive to the project, so we'll have to figure it out as we go. So right now it's closing, opening. Uninstall, and as you guys can see, this is why I choose one signal. It's a lot more straightforward. With Beams, you have to kind of dig through the files and then make sure everything's absolutely clean or it's not going to work. So now you have this, we have Android manifest, we need to add permissions. Show me what to add. Okay, go to the manifest, add the permission file. Uses permission internet, uses permission push post notifications. Then I want to go to main activity. Okay, cool. Then you just go Control Alt, Control V, save. Build Gradle. Then you want to build a file, make sure all the packages are set up correctly. If it is, all these errors should go away. Build a Gradle. I'm just curious now with the manifest file how that's going to work out. I'm going to quickly try and rebuild. A lot of this is just testing different configs until it starts working. So once we have this, we can run it. If everything works as it should. Sometimes you just have to have a permission in the manifest. Sometimes you have to have something else. Clear all messages. Okay, so this is still not working, so now we go uninstall app info. Uninstall. Because once this runs, you should have direct connection to Beams. So we know it's not working for sure yet. The only other two things are the build Gradles, so let's go to the Firebase permissions. Firebase settings, project settings. See the SDK instructions. We want to go to step 3. That's why. Maybe it's because I had to put it in Groovy. Gradle 4.2 false plugins. Copy at this level. Go to the app project level Gradle. There's no plugin here. There's no reference here either. Build Gradle, this file goes to build script plugin, doesn't work. Okay. What if I just go this? Let's go to the app level Gradle. Plug that in here. Something's probably not working. That should work. Make sure this file is correct. A lot of this stems from the Gradle. There's a Groovy, not Kotlin. Build Gradle file is Groovy. Okay, cool. Okay. So expects this. Make sure my file is correct. Okay, cool. So now let's spit out the correct config. So it's looking for the plugin after everything else. That's where the error is caused. So all I have to do is Control A, Control V, save. Now if I run build Gradle, it should be okay. Google Services, Android Manifest. Okay, cool. We're already at 52 minutes. This is a sign of why I'm doing both. I want you guys to see all the errors you're gonna face when you do this. Okay, now it's saying this. Okay, cool. Control AV, save. Will this now work? Plugin ID. Let's try that. Let's just get rid of the plugins. See, when you don't have it, it ends up working, which is the weird part. But you need that to work in order to I could add it to class path dependencies if that's the case. The way they tell us to do it in Beams. At the project level, class path dependencies. Let's try it that way. Yeah. Should work like that. That means we still have access to that plugin. Let's try running that now. Hopefully. The other thing I could do is this. I could go to Cordova platform, Android, delete all that stuff. So I can go here, Android, move to trash. Delete. The Android project is now gone. Go to this, app info. I can uninstall that. Uninstall, hit OK. And then what I could do next is shut this down. Look at all the steps you have to do. This is mobile development, guys. So this is why I want you guys to be very clear on what services you want to pick and all that. So then next I'm going to go platforms, Cordova, platform add Android. Hopefully there's none of the one signal stuff still left over, but most likely it will be. Yeah, COM one signal. Or I could do this. I could just create a new Cordova and then just do it like that. Or actually I don't want to. I don't want to do that because I don't want to. You should be able to swap out services. So what you can do is this. Cordova one signal, move to trash. Cordova plugins. One signal Cordova plugin, move to trash. www.index.js. There's the one signal stuff there. We can move that to trash. So we can go open with Chrome. I think that's also causing the failure. On device ready, it's calling one signal. So all you have to do is delete that. Save. All these nuances. Okay, so now we have all this. Let's go up real quick, make sure. It'll be in the Gradle files too. So go Gradle. Ah, Firebase bomb. There we go. You see this little shit? Delete that. Firebase messaging. Kotlin, JDK. I think that was it too. I'm really glad I went back. I didn't even see that. So what we want to do is go back one. Add these to the app level Gradle implementation. Just add them to the end here. Save. Dependencies. Dependencies. Then we want to go to class path. Build Gradle Cordova. This should fix everything. Back to my main activity folder. Go to the next page, continue. copy. It's looking for the package that you get here. Import our Cordova, import this, save. Now we can build and run this. Let's try syncing it. There shouldn't be any errors anymore. I think one of the errors that was making it get caused was due to what the fuck is this? Oh, you know why? Because we need to close and reopen. Because I deleted the other Android app file. So we go back to training, Kane test app, Android, open. You can do this, play, run this device on the side. Then I can run build Gradle because now it knows what to reference. Same thing, same build issue. Okay, cool. Perfect. Environment variables. Now try running your build again. Cool. Let's run my build. So many errors. Honestly, it's probably easier to start from scratch because I think by deleting all this Cordova stuff for one signal, it's really messing me up. So what I could do here is this. Let's go training. Kane test app, so let's go CD. I just want push notifications to work, so let's do run. So we just go back here, create a new Hello Cordova app, CD, Cordova platform LS, school platforms, don't care, Cordova platform, Cordova build, Cordova create, new test Kane, creating a new project. This will create a new project in, oh fuck, I made it in Android. Okay, cool. Let's move this to trash. It's fucking useless. Okay, now we have a brand new package. Then I want to go Cordova build. Or Cordova platform, add Android. This should create a new file for me. Just work around it fast. Node module is platform Android. When I open that, this should work fine. Just chill for a sec. Okay, cool. It's my Android app should now be built. Take Android Studio, open the new project, new test cane, go to the platforms folder, go to Android, open, trust the project. It's brand new. All I care about is linking permissions. Cordova. Okay, cool. Android, Java, main activity. Now I can go back to pusher, take this shit, put that there. Then I can go to import the package. See, like this, there's so many errors with pusher that like I've just opted to use one signal. If you're taking anything from this, like that's your takeaway. Hello, IO Cordova, all that stuff's the same. Instance ID is good. The next thing I want to do is go to my Gradles. I'm going to go back. I go back to the SDK. So root level, Android level, all this stuff is fine. I'm just going to go next. Let's go to the app level. I just want to make sure Firebase bomb is not there. Bomb, it's not there. It's nice and clean. Class path. App level Gradle. Go to the app level Gradle, then what you want to go to is dependencies. App level Gradle, dependencies implementation done. Apply the plugin. This is already done. Sort of nice and done. Okay, so then we go to the Google Services file. This we want to drag directly into our app, into our lovely app. Yes, refactor. The private key we already added, and it's linked to this instance ID. So that should all be squared. Next thing I want to do is close that. I'm going to reopen it, and then I'm going to run it. This way there should be no conflicts between packages. Also want to go to my Android manifest in the meanwhile. Let's open this, copy, Control AV, Control Z. Where is this? Copy. What is it missing from here? Required permission for internet access, that's already there. Required permissions for push notifications, receive, and all this shit. Firebase messaging service. Don't care. Okay, uses permission only for Android 13 plus. That's fine. So let's just add that to here. So uses permission. Everything else looks okay. What I'm gonna do now is, now the Gradles are updated, now this is updated, now this is updated. We go back. I might need to install that. And then let me install that package. And this should be enough. This should be enough. Where are we at? 114. Okay. Let's try running it. Let's try building the Gradle. Hopefully there's no issues. Implementation, Firebase messaging. Try this. I'm just curious if the packages are needed. Okay, where now? The Firebase package needs to be specified. Okay, so let's go Control Z, Control Z. It's already running Firebase, so maybe that's not needed. What now? Build script dependencies. Let's cancel. Let's go here. Let's go to ChatGPT, paste this in. Another error. Incorrect placement of implementation. Is that why? It's because I'm probably not using the Groovy setup. What do I have it in? Is this in Kotlin? That's probably why. That's probably why. Yeah, it's another annoying portion of the app. Okay, so what I'll do is this. Let's go and make it correct for Groovy. This is the other thing about beams. Pusher beams only has their instructions in one language. Okay, more bullshit. Full file paste. There we go. Build the Gradle files. What else is throwing an error now? Fuck. Such pain in the ass. Main activity Java. Imports. What's wrong with this? Pusher symbol. Code of activity. Okay, where's the error? I'm not seeing it. On top of that, I need the Google services file again. App, that's not there. That's the only annoying thing. You'll have to manually add the Google services file every single time something goes wrong, which is going to be very often. This is the one thing about development. You just have to be patient. App build Gradle. This already has the apply plugin. Then we go to dependencies. Firebase bomb, Firebase messaging, and then com pusher, one signal. I'm curious, so I'm gonna try and run it like this first. If not, I'm just gonna delete Firebase bomb. Build Gradle. We're almost at an hour and a half. It's too many errors coming up over and over. Okay, so then we go to Android variable, make sure SDK, cool, bash path, this, SDK manager, all this, which is most likely a result of Firebase bomb. Let me get rid of that. Sync the Gradle again. Build failed. Oh yeah, I removed everything to do with pusher beams, so I have to go back to here, add this. Okay. Unable to determine Android SDK. Just put it into ChatGPT. The only thing I don't agree with is it should just be a standalone. When in doubt, kill the app. Cordova platform at Android. CD training. It's created again. Let's run the Gradle files on here. Okay, so it's just an actual Android app failure. Hello, IO Cordova. Let's close the app. Open. Sometimes it's just to do with the emulator itself, so you just have to deal with it. Let's go to a 9 Pro. Next. Finish. Let's load the 9 Pro here. All I want to do is run the app, make sure that's working. If the app doesn't work, then we have to go from there. I don't want to make a part 2 of the video, so I'm just going to do it all in one. I want you guys to see how painstakingly annoying it is to set up beams. So that maybe if one day these guys view this video, like, please update your documentation because it's dog shit. Like, completely. It's actually a fight to use beams. If ChatGPT didn't exist, I'd never use it. But this is the exact issue I was running into. It's like dependencies, all that kind of stuff. We're an hour 30 right now. I think one signal took, what, 40, 50 minutes maybe? But that's just because of all the steps and explaining. It's not because of errors. This is legit errors. So, if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what will. Oh, and it's frozen. Nice. This is another kicker for Android Studio. Just be prepared with mobile. You're gonna come across these things. It just freezes. So we might have to shut down Android Studio, close it, saving the hello Cordova settings. Perfect. Let's open it up again. IDE error, so it might not even have been the actual app or anything wrong. Could just be Android Studio, some sort of incompatibility. Perfect. Let's open this. See, it's not even loading. Just gotta let it do its thing. Let's open the file. Okay, IO Cordova, hello Cordova. Okay, cool, perfect. This is all nice. Let's first build Gradle. There should be no errors on a clean project like this. This is the one benefit of Cordova. You have a clean start point. So if anything happens after that, you know it was something you added. Okay, the sync is done. Let's build it. And then I will uninstall it right after and then add the permissions again. Build failed. Okay, so this is an Android issue. Let's try building it again. It's looking for Google services.json, which is fine. I can just add that here. But now you guys know. When I tell you, look at how many like little things have to be done. Because it's just going to keep failing the build. So run the Gradle again. And it's frozen again. So yeah, I could do a part two. I could do a part two just to show you how extensively like, let's close it again, save the settings, open it again. This is all really, really good. This is a really good promotion for one signal. If anything, like, you will not come across, because it's the other thing about Beams is it's invasive. You have to go into your app and actually fudge your app to make Beams work. Whereas with one signal, you just add to the outside of the package, and it's pretty much smooth for the most part. But I want you guys to see this, because when you're going into it, like, you're gonna start to notice these things. At least if you're seeing it in this video, like, good luck to you. This is basically a movie of me troubleshooting Beams with its faulty documentation. Now we wait. We gotta wait till the build goes through. Let's open up a terminal to see what's going on. If everything works, the app should just run as is. Now we can run it. So if this app doesn't run, that tells you right off the bat. So always run your app standalone if you're using Cordova or any other Android before you add your dependencies and packages, so that at least you know your base point is good. If not, then you know there's an error with the actual platform. Okay, cool. It should open and it should just host as usual. As you can see, the app is right here. Also got to go see a movie later, so I'm gonna cut in about 15 or 20 minutes depending on whether I can get this running. Come on. There we go. So it works. Apache Cordova works. Clear all. Swipe up. Swipe up here. Or you can hit home screen to take you back to home. Cool. Now we don't install this. Go to app info, uninstall it, then just add the Firebase stuff. The Google services file is back in here, so it's fine. Cool, that's done. Swipe up or hit this to go back to home screen. Okay, cool. Now that we have a working app, let's just work backwards. Go back to Beams. This is already set up on our account. Okay. Paste. Paste. Control save. Oh my gosh. So much lag. This is because it's slowing down the computer too. Check if Ruby is good. Okay, if it's Java, I don't give a fuck. Okay, cool. Your valid job file. Is all the Java good? Awesome. Let's save that. Line 26, cannot resolve symbol pusher. Symbol push notifications. Well, duh, you gotta add stuff to the Gradle file. That's why you have to do it in order. Okay, let's do it in order the way it should be done. Let's go to the Gradle file. Maybe that's another portion of it. Let's go build scripts. Okay, that's done. Then we go to the app Gradle. Firebase behind Firebase messaging. Let's just specify the packages. I am not dealing with that right now. Save. That should be everything, I think. Let's go to continue. Then once we need to sync everything. So we go back to here, sync. Everything should be synced before I add the other stuff. Now that everything is synced, we're good to go. Now we go to main activity and we add this. I think maybe the conflict was it was looking for stuff before it was synced. So you have to sync first, do this stuff after. Let's also follow the import structure. Import save. And then what we do is run the app. So let's build it. I just want to send a notification. Shouldn't be too crazy, but you never know. With this kind of stuff, it's always a hit or a miss. It doesn't say to mess with the manifest file, so I'm not going to. Now we run the app. If everything works, this should just open on here. Doesn't look like the app is crashing, so that's a good sign. Yep, device registered. This is so dumb. We did the exact same thing. But as you can see, this is the issue that comes with an invasive process. So you go continue. You can now minimize this. I'll just create a part 2 so you guys can see.